This Memorial Day, unless you've gotten some rain like many of you north of the lake. So really benefiting from that. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch there until 7 p.m. More rounds of rain are on the way this week, including maybe a couple of strong storms here or there. Not a really high chance for that. I think most of us will just have some really welcome rainfall this week without a lot of problems. But there is a chance we could have a couple of strong wind gusts and things like that. Welcome rainfall of 2 to 4 inches, less heat also. And then we have a weekend cool front. So lots of things happening in our weather forecast this week, and some of it pretty good. We're looking at our severe thunderstorm watch right now for North Shore areas and coastal Mississippi. And we were pointing out earlier, the showers and storms appear to be weakening a little bit. So that's been a trend, also getting a little smaller in coverage as they're passing now right around Mandeville and east of Covington and on toward Picayune and into Hancock County in Mississippi. Small amount of some showers here, and look at this outflow boundary. So if you're in New Orleans or in parts of Jefferson Parish around Metairie, you might feel a nice breeze kicking up in the next few minutes. So just a little heads up there. And we are looking at temperatures that have gotten mercifully cut back into the 70s, as cool as 73 at Mandeville, but still 90 at Kenner and 89 at downtown and the lakefront, and still feeling like 100 at both Kenner and downtown and almost there at the lakefront. So again, the rain this time of year, normally a good thing unless you get way too much of it all at one time and it causes the flooding. So we'll take these scattered kind of rounds of showers and storms that we're expecting for the most part in the next few days. Ramping down with the rain chance this evening, our temperatures drop through the 80s unless you're already in the 70s like some of you are. And our satellite and radar showing the big picture. Our high resolution model not doing a perfect job, but it's also not too bad. So looking by 6 and 7 p.m., looks like most of the rain will have moved to the east. We may have a little bit of spotty or scattered rain south of the lake, but this might be overdoing it for our metro area spots. And then this is 9 p.m. Glancing ahead to tomorrow, there may be another wave of showers and storms. So this is 7 a.m. We might see some more rain moving in, unfortunately, right in time for early commuting. Now, not every model has this, but our high resolution one does. So we'll have to see how things take shape tonight and early tomorrow. This model clears us out for the rest of the afternoon with a little bit of spotty rain for the evening. I'll show you in a model in a second that has the rain waiting until the afternoon. So the timing on these rounds of rain is going to be a little bit tricky heading through this week. So I would just stay aware really most days all the way through Friday before that front this weekend. Lows tonight north and south are in the 70s, and then tomorrow highs again around 90 with a 50% or so chance of rain. And we'll keep it high Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday before we get drier air moving in just in time for the weekend. Also, just to point out, we will be at the level 1 or so, maybe part of our area tomorrow at the level 2 risk of severe weather. We're talking about a storm or two that could have a high wind gust, not ruling out hail or a tornado, but overall you can see the risk is just 1 out of 5. So this would be a rogue storm that kind of flares up. This is for our Wednesday severe outlook. And also the flooding rain outlook, you can see we're barely included in that as well. So what we're watching for, that would be Tuesday into Wednesday and even into Thursday and Friday. Just a couple of heavy storms that might cause that brief street flooding. By Friday night, our GFS model is showing up to about 4 or 5 inches of rain. Some other models about 2 to 3. So it'll really depend on whether you get some of these scattered downpours. We have a lot of moisture, storms riding along and ahead of this surface front that's dropping in. So this is fueling these storms and rounds of rain this week. Wednesday afternoon, the flare up of rain. Thursday afternoon and evening, another flare up of rain as the front stalls. And then Friday, maybe still some scattered rain. And then the front pushes south just in time for the weekend. Our models have been showing our dew point temperatures cut back to maybe lower 60s. So that would be enough to feel. Temperatures may be cooler in the 60s north of the lake, lower 70s south for the mornings and highs around 85. So the weekend looking good, but keep your heads up and keep your eye out for those showers and storms heading through this week.
Alexandra, thank you. And this Sunday marks the first day of hurricane season. And the latest update is calling for more storms than average in 2025. We're working to keep you prepared with our half-hour special Weather Impact Hurricane Season.